one up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't?
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 81 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots, but that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Check pass. Check pass. Check.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the edge. You go tight. You got tight off. You got tight right there.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. He's coming. We got double up. Go. Check the out read. Check safety. What? Switch. Slam.
From the gun, here's Bissett. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2nd and 5 now. Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Set. Get him. Get him. Get him. Line him up. 150. Hey, tight down. There you go. Check three. Line him up.
Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First down, Houston.
Set. 19. Double.
Watson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Mack. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's get it. Here we go. AT Gator. Army, he's crashing. He's checking crack. Chance. Hey, 4-1 Mike.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. DeAndre Carter back deep. He'll return it from the 6. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
16 yards. First down, Texans.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down.
From the gun, here's Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Here we go. Slam, slam, slam. Let's go.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it with Johnson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
I'm here all day.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. On the move to his left. And his pass, incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Throwing again is Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. On 2nd and 1. Reset. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Out, 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 out.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Carter. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They begin the drive with Johnson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
It's our time. It's our time. It's on. Here's the mic. 29. Here's the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 24. Rush in.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Set. 18. Cut, cut, cut.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. This secondary has been roasted in this 1st half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch, alert. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch, QB, go.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a 1st half to forget. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
I'm going to come back to you. Check 4. Check 3. He got it.
We're set on 1st down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
Come on.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
You don't want this. Hey, watch this, watch this. Go. Hey, kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Run.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Pick me up. Here we go. Check. Deuce. Okay. Check 24. Bang.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
49, check 49. Yeah. Check. Switch. Boom.
To throw, Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And this one is right down Broadway. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, passed Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting him the way he's booting him, keep going, big guy.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Watch the pass. 31's the mic. Come down.
Back to throw, Watson. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Reset. You 18. You mine.
On 1st and 10, Watson, throw right side into the hands of Akins. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Oh, you got deep?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson out to his left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Hey, check. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 there.
Watson off play action. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Throwing again. Watson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here's Brissett. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 12 yards on the return that time, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Watson. To throw again. Screenplay, Johnson. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
On first down, it's Watson. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Watson now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Single. 87's me. 87's me. 26 Mike. Let's go.
Here's Watson. Going to throw again. Being chased. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come up.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Johnson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Pull it together. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This defense tried to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Watson operating from the gun. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's good for the Colts. First
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Hines, and an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Check, 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 check. Under 10, under 10, 10. Hey, check.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brissett, and Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. This is Hines. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a carry from Mack. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Gain of 6 brings up 3rd and 1.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch twist. Watch trap. No.
They run with Hines. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Check. Sponge. No.
A first down throw for Brissett. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. You got nothing today. Don't. You got nothing. And we're going to
from the red zone now, Brissett. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Yeah, that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 9, Watson escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They go to Johnson again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Line him up. Check, 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 check.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And it's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Looking for Campbell down. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Check 52. Check 99. Check 99.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 31's the mic. Squeeze.
From the gun, here's Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Pierre Desir. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Let's go now. Go to base. Come on. It's our field. It's our home. Hey, it's our house. Like 41. We've got to wedge that.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Johnson. Clayton Gathers makes the stop. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
35-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 43 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Man up, D. Man up, D. 25. Check 25. 24.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Texans on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Watson. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come out in the pistol. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check. 24 down, he's coming.
To Johnson again. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable, but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he's going to go down again. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Texans, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.